Hello, hello everyone. It's Christical, Ugly Duckling, Master Educator. Just going to give it a moment to let some more people join in. I hope everyone's doing good today. So today I'm going to apply some of our Ugly Duckling Sculpting Gel on my aunt's nails. She was wonderful to volunteer her time today so I could do a set of gels. And I wanted to show you guys what gels we have on special this month for 20% off. So today I'm going to be using 2 of the 3 that we have on special this month. And I do have my camera set up so I can hopefully answer any questions that you guys may have. I've already, actually, can I just see your other hand if you don't mind? So I already prepped one hand and I've completed it with the gel application and finished filing. And for the second hand, I've already got our premium fit tips applied, ready to go. And all I need to do is prep, prime, and apply the gel. So I'm just going to pop right into it. And if you guys have questions, I will hopefully be able to answer some for you. So I have just applied our premium fit tips to my aunt's nails. I have chosen to do the tips over sculpting today, just for no reason in particular. I do get a lot of questions from people what I primarily do, either use forms or tips. And for me as a nail tech, I actually use about 50% of both, just depending on what service I'm providing, as well as what I'm feeling like doing in the moment. So today I chose to use our beautiful C-Curve Premium Fit Tips for this application. So I just applied our prep. I'm not sure if I showed you guys that. This is our prep, which is a cleanser, dehydrator, and it also helps to balance the pH of the nail plate. And then I'm just coming in with our acidless primer and just applying to the natural nail. I only need to apply these 2 products directly to the natural nail. So I just removed a set from my aunt. And my aunt actually has been a nail tech longer than I have actually in the industry. She's only kind of done her own nails and, you know, a few clients back in the day, but she's able to maintain her own nails at home, especially during this COVID time. So it's been a while since I've done her nails. So she has been nice enough to come in today and let me play with her fingers. So I'm just going to let that dry before I apply the product, but I wanted to show you guys what gel we have on special. So right now we have our clear, our white, and our pink in the 15-gram jars on for 20% off this month. So you can go to uglyducklingnails.com to get your gel. Today I'm going to be using the pink and the clear in this set and not the white. No pink and whites today. But here is our wonderful clear sculpting gel, which I primarily use a lot when I'm doing full coverage, especially if I'm going to finish off the nails with a color gel or a gel polish. It's kind of my go-to gel. And whenever we're working with any very pigmented gels, such as our Fufu or our regular pink, because they're so highly pigmented, we always recommend applying a thin layer of clear down first. I know sometimes, you know, people might not apply that first base layer, but it is very important, especially with our higher pigmented gels, to apply that base for good adhesion. Now, I hope the lighting is okay for you guys. I am down 1 light, and from what I can see, everything is looking good. So if anything is not looking clear, please let me know. Hi, Kathy. My claw is actually just covering part of the comment, so whenever it scrolls up is when I can kind of see them. So I do apologize if I miss anything. And if you do have any questions for us, you can always contact us via phone. We're here Monday to Thursday in office if you want to talk to Natasha. She always handles our customer services and is always so wonderful. Or you can send us an email as well whenever you need support. So I'm just doing a super thin layer of the clear gel. Now, when it comes to thumbs, I always recommend curing thumbs separately, always. Now, because I'm just applying a super thin layer, I'm not running the risk of having that gel self-level into the sidewall or that cuticle area. And I'm also going to get my aunt, because she's well trained, to make sure that that thumbnail is tilted up in the lamp. So we're going to cure that for a full 60 seconds, please. Thank you. So that was the clear. I'm gonna start with the pink first. Once that is fully cured, we're just gonna do the pink on her ring finger, because we're gonna bling that out actually after, and we might just leave the pink as is. This pink is so beautiful. This would be considered a full coverage, so you can absolutely use this pink to extend the nail plate, to give that elongated look if you're doing pink and whites. This pink is beautiful as a full coverage color. Just finishing it off with our no wipe top coat looks so beautiful. It's very clean and classy looking. So we're just going to do this on one finger, and we're going to put some bling on it. And then the other fingers I am going to be finishing just with a straight color. So we're going to do the rest in clear. Okay, perfect. So we'll have that finger here. Okay. So generally, you know, with gel, you try so hard to get a perfect application, but because, you know, gel does self-level, and when you're manipulating it on the finger, I try to get one application if I can, but especially depending on the length of nail, because she's got a little bit longer length, I'm going to probably apply in 2 beads. But I just love the look of this pink. It's gorgeous. We also have our regular Fufu, which is a full coverage pink as well. And then our Fairy Fufu, which is more of our thicker viscosity gel, which is great for performing and sculpting like more the extreme shapes, which is awesome. This one's a medium viscosity gel. So just depending on what you like to work with. Perfect. Just gonna let that self-level a little bit, and I'll get you to put that in the lamp, please. We'll do a full cure. Anytime we apply our pigmented gels, we always recommend curing each layer for the full recommended time of 60 seconds. It's all good, you're fine, no worries. My aunt's phone just rang and she's like giving me that look. No problemo. Alrighty. Okay. I'm just gonna, what I'll do while that's curing. So in our gels too, everyone, we do have them in larger sizes in case you're wondering. They also come in 50 ml gel jars as well as our 60 ml gel bottles. So we have different options for you to use. A lot of times if you prefer using a smaller pot and you want to, you know, add some more gel to these pots, a lot of people tend to get our black gel bottles that are in the 60 ml and use that as a refill. Perfect. Yeah, no, that's great. Just do one more coat here. And for me, I tend to, especially when I'm applying gel, I've always kind of been a tech that has always applied way too much product than needed. And partly because I always worry, oh, am I applying enough? I don't want to come back and have to add again. But over the years, like learning that applying too much just means too much extra time to your service and a lot of wasted product. So applying just what is needed really helps to minimize your filing time and saves product as well. Just going to float that one down. I just chose to start with the pink first to get that one done, so then I can kind of work quicker when I'm doing my clear, because with the clear, I don't have to, okay, that one can go in for here. I don't have to go and do each layer for a full 60 seconds because clear is clear, and it will always get a really good through and through cure. Alrighty, so here is our clear gel. Just very beautiful to work with. Alrighty, so we don't need a full cure on that because that will get exposed for the full 60 seconds. So I'll get your hand back. And for me, I like to start with my pinky. I start with my pinky to thumb, thumb to pinky is how I like to apply. And these gels are very easy to file. They're an easy file, which makes your job a lot easier. And this gel is crystal clear, so it is beautiful to work with if you're encapsulating any color gels, if you're encapsulating any glitter. It's very, very clear, as you guys can see. And it's nice too, because this is a thinner, not thinner, pardon me, more of a medium viscosity. It still holds its shape, but it doesn't, where like a thicker gel will be harder to manipulate and you'll kind of get more of that chunky look with the application. But this really self-levels beautifully. Okay, that one can go in the lamp, please. Just a quick here to hold that. So what I like to do is generally either go through and, okay, let's get that one. I go through, do the first layer, and then I'll come back and see if I need to apply a second layer in any areas. I tend to do that more so that I'm not applying such a thick bead of gel. Applying a thicker bead of gel can cause potential heat spikes depending on how the health of your client's nail plate is. So I like to do it in a thinner bead and then come back and apply if I need to. Okay, that one can go in for a quick cure. And each cure I'm just doing for a quick 5 to 10 seconds just to hold it in place so the gel itself does not self-level. All right. Yep, you can take that one out. Thank you. Just moving along. And I'm using our Ugly Duckling gel brush. So this brush, actually, I was looking for my sculpting brush. I have 3 different gel brushes that I use, partly because I keep one separate for my sculpting gels. For these ones, I keep a separate brush for straight colors that I'm applying for like color gels. And I also keep a separate one. All right, that one can go in. I also keep a separate brush for sparkle glitters, and this one in fact is my sparkle glitter one. I couldn't find my sculpting one in time, so my aunt's getting a little trace of little bits of my sparkle for my color gel I used yesterday in her enhancements, but it's no big deal. I will be covering it with some gel polish anyways. Yeah, that's perfect. But that is why, one reason why I always recommend having different brushes for whatever systems you're using for gel, to keep things clean. And it's nice with our Ugly Duckling brushes, we have 3 options of colors for our gel brushes. They come in silver, black, and white. So that way you know which one is for which system. It just helps to keep things organized when you're grabbing your brushes from your drawer or your brush case. Perfect. Oh, now I got a little dip here. Alrighty, just looking from the side of the nail. I'm happy with that. That one can go in for a quick cure. All right. I usually like to start with the first bead and work my way out from the cuticle area towards the apex, stop at the apex, especially for longer nails, so that I have that nice even shape of application, and then I'll pull the second bead and usually do the free edge. And that for me seems to work pretty good for application. And it's wonderful too, because if you guys prefer to sculpt on forms, that is no problem. Okay, that one can go in for here. Our clear gel is beautiful for pinching. So you can create your base and do a quick cure, just about 10 seconds, and then you can actually give the gel a wonderful pinch, which is a great option to have. Especially if you have some clients that maybe have a little bit more of a wider nail plate. Lovely. Okay. I'll get you to do a quick cure on that too. I just got to add another layer to that one. It's a little bit thin on the free edge. Oh, we got UPS here. There's a delivery. I might have to step away for just a second. Perfect. You know, I just gave him the look. He's dropping it off at the front door, so I don't have to leave, which is perfect. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I just want to make sure I've got enough. Just give myself a little extra room for shaping. On that one. I think my favorite thing, so when it comes to nails, and we were just talking earlier when I was doing the first hand, I think both of our favorite things to do is hand shaping, like not application, but the finishing filing and the shaping is always the most satisfying for us to do as nail techs. Perfect. That one can go in for a cure. Awesome. So what do you guys prefer to do? Do you prefer to apply your product, or do you prefer to shape and file? And I guess it depends on what I'm actually applying, because when I first started nails, I was actually an acrylic girl. I loved applying acrylic. Acrylic applies different than gel, and I just always got so used to applying acrylic with smooth application. Gel is a little bit differently. Works a bit differently, but for me lately, using gel products or even our Velveteen Acra Gel has been wonderful, especially if you're working from home or in a studio that, you know, offers other spa services, and sometimes the odor of acrylic can be too strong in those environments. So having an option of a good gel product, or even a hybrid product, Velveteen Acra Gel, which I love using because that actually works. It applies like an acrylic but cures like a gel. So it's nice to have those options there. Now I'm doing the thumbs completely separate now. So I always recommend curing thumbs separate and not having clients put their hands straight flat into the lamp, because that can run risks of under curing, especially it'll happen right in this corner here, or gel product self-leveling. And not only just the sculpting gel self-level, but your top coats can do the same. And I know in the past that has happened too many times, so I like to avoid that and have my clients stick their thumbs in separately and flat on the table. This just ensures a proper cure, no issues, no gel products running, and you have a full proper cure. Okay. All right, so if you don't mind putting that in straight and watch her. Perfect. Excellent. All right, I'll get the thumb out, please. So today it was honestly today in Victoria. So we are located in Victoria, BC, for those who didn't know. And I woke up today in a super happy, good mood because it was pouring outside, absolutely pouring outside. And we've gone through the entire summer with actually no rain. I don't even think we've had any rain. And it's just been nice the last little bit. We've gotten some sprinkles here and there, but today it was coming down pouring, and I love rain. It's my favorite weather. So this weekend is looking promising for me. Okay. All right, let's get that one in there and do a full cure. Hi, boss. I'm just having a look at the comments here, and I can't, to be honest, you guys, I am so sorry. I cannot see them. My claw is completely covering them, so I do apologize. But feel free at any time you can reach out to me personally on Instagram. My Instagram account is Christical at Christical. And also Facebook, Christical Does Nails. So anytime you have any questions, you can reach out to me directly if you like. It's no problem at all. Okay, let's have a peek. I think it's looking good. Okay, just gonna double check all the other areas. And then we'll do one final cure, and then we're just gonna get right into filing. Good. Awesome. Okay, let's do last cure of 60 seconds. So all our gel products, we recommend curing for a full 60 seconds in our LED lamp. Our LED lamp, we guarantee that our lamp cures all of our gel products exactly how they need to be properly cured. However, we don't guarantee that it will cure all gel products on the market. So just so you know, because I know there's different products out there, you know, that either require UV only or if they're LED. But they will cure all of our gel products perfectly. Okay, well that's getting ready. I'm just going to get my gel cleanse here. And then my files and buffers. I think it was at a full 60. Perfect. So I'm just going to take some of our gel cleanse, and I'm going to just very carefully remove the tacky layer by pulling straight down. That way we don't run the risk of spreading all that uncured gel, the tacky layer, on her skin. You don't want to cause any skin irritations. Perfect. All right. So what I like to do, just so you guys know, hi everyone who's joining. I can see Natalie, Shan, Sandra. Hope you guys are doing well. Hand filing. I'm going to start with my hand filing. I always like to shape my sidewalls, my free edge, and then I'll come in and actually take some bulk down. So right now I'm using our Ugly Duckling medium grit file. Another file that I love to use is our combo file. Our combo file is I'm just actually going to pull you a little bit closer in frame. Perfect. I like to use, the medium file has always been my favorite file to use, but I really enjoy using the combo file because it has a coarse side and then a medium side. So I like to kind of switch in and out of using both in one file. But today I just grabbed my medium file, so that is no problem. I just love this pink. I love the way it looks. It's going to look so pretty with the High Shine No Wipe top coat. We'll probably do the same bling that we always do on my aunt's nails, just around the cuticle area. Something really dainty. Something dainty and pretty. However, there we go. So I just get a real quick file in, just to kind of see where I like to do that first, just to kind of get an idea of what I'm working with, and then I'll come in and go to my e-file to take some of the bulk, and then I'll go back to hand filing. I like to kind of change in between both. So I'm just gonna switch out my bit here. So the bit I'm using is our coarse safety bit, just to kind of remove some bulk firstly. Okay, just make sure I'm in frame. We're good. Okay, perfect. And I like using this over gel. I don't find, it is a preference. Like I know a lot of times gel techs will just use a sanding band, but I like to use a carbide bit. I'm using very light pressure, but it really helps to remove the bulk very easy, and it's like butter. It just glides like butter. And because it has that safety end on it, I can get real close to that cuticle area without causing any irritation or any risks of potentially cutting her skin, which is why I love to use the safety bits. And let's switch here. As mentioned earlier, my favorite thing to do is hand shape. I love to file the surface of the nail enhancement just to get that shape. I think it calms me. It's really what I enjoy doing. You know, where a lot of techs, you know, if nail art's your thing you love and could sit for hours doing nail art, I could sit for hours just shaping a nail. I love the overall look of a finished filed nail. Kind of sounded funny when it came out. It's a good shape on you. We'll taper it a little bit afterwards too. But it's nice with the premium fit tips because even though they have a built-in C-curve, I always, because they're such good high quality ABS plastic, they don't split or shatter. So I can even pinch that curve a little bit more to create more of a deep C-curve, to really drop down those sidewalls to have a really beautiful shape. And I like to do that, especially if I'm going to be tapering out the nail to more of a coffin style, so that those sidewalls have really dropped and you're still getting that C-curve even though you're taking in the sidewalls when you file. Yep, good. I think we can see them. Something satisfying about watching a nail be filed with a bit. Oh, pardon me, you guys. My apologies. There we go. Okay, and the pink one here. And of course, I don't have a table fan going on right now when I'm doing this, just so we can hear everything okay. But as you can see, there is a lot of dust being collected. But generally working with a table fan 100% to remove all of that dust, so it doesn't sit on your client's skin and it won't travel up to your breathing zone. It's very important to make sure that we are protecting ourselves as nail professionals from overexposure to the product in different ways. Yeah, really liking that pink. Again, you guys, you can take a look at our website at uglyducklingnails.com for our September deal of the month, which is 20% off of our pink, white, and clear 15 ml gel pots. But we also do carry other gels as well. Just so you know, we do have two other Fufu options, our regular Fufu and then our Fairy Fufu. Our Fairy Fufu is a more of an extreme, thicker gel, which is a bit lighter in shade than our regular Fufu. So it's nice to have the option of color there, because having like a full coverage pink is really nice to have, especially when you're, you know, wanting to create the long, beautiful French nails. This pink too, it is full coverage and would look really nice as a pink and white. So now I'll come back and then I'll just kind of do my refining, shaping. Perfect. And with all of our files, we have four files. We have our files in fine, medium, coarse, medium, and coarse. So lots of different options. Comes in this lovely kind of torpedo shape, which I find is really nice for handling, for holding, for shaping nicely. And they're all color coded differently in the center. And for me, I definitely use the center as a guideline too when I'm filing, to make sure that, you know, I'm shaping nice and straight, everything is looking even. Oh, I just see a comment there that just popped up. When are you coming to the Netherlands? Oh, well, goodness. I would love to go there. That would be amazing. Unfortunately, right now, for us as a company, we are not traveling at the moment, just for obvious reasons. But definitely looking forward to when traveling kind of opens up and is easier to do so. But for those who maybe are looking to take an education, something that they, you know, want to invest in themselves, we have a 5K marathon of education that we are hosting here in beautiful Victoria, BC in May. So we still have some spots open. We have definitely sold well over 50% of the seats for the class. So if that is something that you're interested in, you guys can always take a look on our website or even pop over to our Instagram page. We have all of the educators that will be joining us and teaching their amazing skills to everyone. If you are not familiar with our 5K, we definitely have some support videos to show you kind of a little bit about what the event is about. Not just education, but, you know, relationship building, networking. We have amazing food. You guys will get amazing kits. Everything you need to do the class with, you will be provided in the kit. So you're just basically bringing yourself, especially for those who are traveling worldwide to come to attend the event. We have people traveling from all over the world to come to the 5K. So it is an event you don't want to miss. So if you want more information, you can check out our Instagram or our website, or you can email us directly. We can definitely help you with some more questions on that. It's a great time, you guys, and we're looking forward to it very much so. Like trying to focus on talking and filing at the same time, and it's multitasking is a little tricky here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, now it's perfecting. This is the stage where, for me personally, I take my time. I don't rush my filing. I think it's very important to make sure you have a really good, even shape. Your filing, your buffing is perfect where you want it, because once you apply the gel polish or color gel, that is when you're going to see all those lumps and bumps pop through if you missed any spots. And I know I take a little bit too long in this area, especially, you know, my aunts all know this is a time that I really focus on. So for me, making sure that shape is right where I want it before I apply any other additional products on top is very important. The finishing filing stage. Looking good. We're almost there. And we always generally do like more of a kind of just a tapered square on my ant, just to taper them out and not do a traditional square shape. Okay, so now what I'm going to do for the final shaping is I'm going to switch to my sanding bands, and I just want to show you guys these ones here in case you're not familiar, but we recently introduced our new sanding bands in coarse, medium, and fine, and they come in these awesome little containers here. Great for storage, and on each of them it tells you what it is. So these zebra ones are coarse, and then we have our green ones that are our medium, and then the purple ones are fine. We got some dust up there. It's okay. You know, it's hard to see the screen with it's all dusty. So I'm going to do all my shaping and finishing filing with my medium. Whoops. I'm just going to grab my arbor band here. For me, I like these ones. These are amazing. Amazing sanding bands here. For me, personally, I, of course, always use a fresh one for each client, but depending on what shaping I'm doing, I might switch and do one per hand just so I have a nice, good, fresh sanding band for my filing. And I definitely like doing that with my files too. So again, the one I'm using here is our medium sanding band. Lovely. I think I'm happy with that. So I'm applying very little pressure. This gel files so nicely. It is not hard to file in any way. It takes no time to file the gel. So my pressure right now, I'm on a speed 4 on the Ugly Duckling e-file. So this is a very low speed, but very effective. And for me, I like to get nice and close around that cuticle area just to really make sure I've got no ridge there. That way, when we go to apply, whether it's color gel or gel polish, it just glides on there. It doesn't puddle. It goes on nice and smooth. Okay, last one here. Awesome. Alrighty, let's give it a dust. I'm going to do one final inspect, a little bit more shaping if I need to, and then I'm going to finish off the buff. I'm not sure if we're in frame here. It's hard to get under there when I'm going from this angle. I always remember, and I actually think it was you when I was doing your nails back when I first started, but I never really did file the nails this way straight on looking from my client's view until because as beginner nail techs, we learn a lot in the first bit, but a lot of the learning comes from actually doing. When you're actually working with customers and clients, that's when you develop a lot of your skill. That's when you develop a lot of your eye. And at that time for me, I didn't realize that I was sending out so many clients with crooked nails, but no one would tell me. And I think it was actually you who you did. I remember It was this finger, and you just kind of showed it to me one day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why is that so crooked? But you never said anything. I guess you felt bad. I bet it was because you felt bad. I know. You try not to talk. But honestly, I didn't realize. So, you know, I kind of at that point realized, okay, I got to switch up my technique and figure out a different way of filing, and all of that kind of comes with experience. So there have been I've noticed a lot of nail techs on different groups, especially, you know, starting off in their careers just before, you know, the whole pandemic happened and lockdowns occurred, and just a lot of people feeling discouraged. But I really advise you all the beginners out there in the industry, to keep going. Give yourself time to get back on your feet, practice, and give yourself that time to grow, because it really is, everyone takes their own time when it comes to learning nails, and it all is experience and the amount of nails that you're actually doing. So that being said, it took me a long time to get to a place where I started seeing everything on the nail, you know, not when I was first in the industry. So it's like taking one thing and perfecting it, then working on something else. I think that comes with just learning in general, right? But I just want to encourage all the newbies in the industry just to keep going. Just keep going. Because there was a time when I first started out, I wanted to throw in the towel. Really, truly. But I am so thankful I didn't, because I love what I do, and it's so rewarding. Us nail technicians have the best jobs. Love it. Because we get to create beautiful things, and we get to do something different every day, which is pretty cool. So I'm just taking a look, and just want to compare all the nails, make sure we're looking straight. Everything is perfect. And I hate to say it, but this is where I'm going to love you and leave you, because we are going to be doing a color that isn't officially released from Ugly Duckling yet. So you'll have to stay tuned for photo updates. It's coming in the near future. All right, just like to compare the shape and see with these tips you get. But by the time I buff and whatnot, I'm going to take down a little bit more thickness, but you have that C curve starting right from that natural nail, and it's just, these tips are amazing. They're very strong, and I know a lot of tips get kind of a bad rap in the industry, but our tips are extremely strong, very durable, so it's great to have that option as nail techs. Okay, so now I think I'm happy with all the shaping. I'm going to come in with our medium and coarse buffer. This is a brand new buffer. Actually, I already used it, but I always recommend when you're using our new files or new buffers, always score the outer edge, because it is very sharp. And I know we've all made that mistake at one point or another, where we have accidentally cut our clients, and we don't feel good about it. So just taking that time to make sure to etch and score your new files and buffers. So whether you are using our color gel or our gel polish, we always recommend finishing filing with either a medium file or sanding band, which is what I used, both. I used our medium file as well as our medium sanding bands. Or we recommend finishing with a coarse buffer, making sure that it is a new buffer. Now, I do use the medium quite often as a finishing buff, and I have no problems with the color gel or gel polish peeling off. But if you are finding that you're having issues with gel polish or the color gel peeling off in any way, chipping off, it's probably because the surface is too smooth. So that is why we recommend to do a coarse, unless you have great success using the medium. And I think it also depends too on the client, how they are on their hands, how they use their nails, if they're using them as tools or they're keeping them pretty like jewels. You know what I mean? So that really plays an effect on how the nails hold up. And I can tell you right now, being a nail tech, as well as wearing nails, that I am extremely hard on my nails, regardless of knowing not to use them as tools. I still do. You know, we tell our clients not to do certain things, but as techs, I think we also do them. So we know when it, you know, my aunt comes back with a broken nail, it's like, what did you do? You opened a pop can, didn't you? So yeah. Can't trick us professional nail technicians. We know because we do it ourselves. Awesome. So getting a nice a good buff. And then at this stage, I always recommend having, my clients will wash their hands at the stage just to really get all that dust out of the cuticle area underneath the nail, so that when you go to use your color gel or your gel polish, you're not going to contaminate your product, and you're not going to get little bumps and dust within your application. Nothing worse. You know, gel is an amazing product to use, but dust is our enemy when it comes to, you know, doing our final work. So here you go. Actually, I'll get your other hands here. So I didn't compare, but I'll make sure before I polish that it's all pretty accurate. So we did all nails except for the ring fingers in clear, our sculpting clear, and then just our pink, lovely pink gel. So I'm going to recap that quickly for you guys before I leave you. 3 gels this month on special in our 15-gram pots. We have our clear, which I used to sculpt most of the nails. Always use this clear gel as well for a base layer, especially when you're using any high pigmented gels. It just ensures a better adhesion. And our pink, as well as our white. So this white is awesome. We have 2 whites. This is our regular white. So our regular white is on special. This one is more like a medium viscosity gel. We also have our extreme gel, which is our thicker gel. It doesn't move. It's very creamy. So great for doing competition style nails or more of the extreme shape. So our regular white is the one that is on special. It is a medium to thick gel. It takes a long time for it to self-level, but it does slowly self-level. So these 3 gels in the 15 ml are on special for the month of September. You can get them at uglyducklingnails.com. We are a professional only line, so we do only support the working professionals. So if you don't currently have an account with us and you are a professional and would like to register for an account, you can just send us proof, whether that's a certification, your license, or social media pages that show that you are a working professional. We would be happy to set you up with an account with us. And of course, we have other amazing products that you guys can view on our website. We are always there for customer service care support. So if you have any questions about our products, if you're experiencing anything that you're not sure about, we do have a support page, Ugly Duckling Nails, that you can also join and post anything there, or you can reach out directly through email, or you can call us directly at Ugly Duckling Nails. Whatever you prefer, we are there. Our email address is on our website, but it is contact@uglyducklingnails.com that we would ask you to send us any emails with any questions that you have. Yeah, and I think that's it for today, you guys. Thanks a lot for hanging in and watching me apply our sculpting gel. Stay tuned for what comes next with these, but I can't reveal that quite yet, so keep you in suspense, which is the absolute worst thing. Trust me, I know. Again, feel free to reach out to me directly anytime you want on my personal pages, Christical Does Nails on Facebook, or my Instagram, which is @Christical. And I also do have a TikTok account, which is very new. So if you guys have TikTok, you want to follow me on TikTok, super easy to find me. It's Christical. So I'd appreciate a follow. That would be awesome. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, wherever you're located in the world. Again, we appreciate all your support here at Ugly Duckling Nails. You guys are amazing, and we appreciate everything that your continued support and all the kind comments that you guys always send us. We love you guys. So again, we're here for you if you need us. But until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and you will see me next week sometime for a live video on the Facebook page. I will be aiming to go live once a week for different things, so you can expect that next week. Until then, take care, you guys. Lots of love from Christical. Bye for now.